Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the podcast, another episode of Caffeine and Green, with your man, Connor Cardenas. And before we get into it, I just wanted to give a couple announcements before we start this week's show. This Saturday, May 22nd, at Leucadia Barbershop in North County. That's right. If you're in the area, come through. We're having our third pop-up, which is I'm really excited about. And it's in collaboration with Leucadia Barbershop and Spro and Dough Donuts. That's right. We're going to be there from 8 a.m. till pretty much sell out. And guys, I have a lot of confidence I'm going to see all you guys out there, and I'm going to have cold brew, pour overs, and just come out. Come grab some coffee, come get a haircut, come say what up to all the homies. Do whatever you can, but just be there Saturday, May 22nd, 8 a.m. till sell out. And if you guys haven't already, head over to caffeineandgreenroasting.com today, and you can get any wholesale bag of coffee. That's right, we do 5-pound bags, 12-ounce bags, ground, a whole bean, whatever you'd like. You can get that Issa blend, that Victory Lap, or the newest coffee, the collaboration with Shieldless Mag. So, and that's called the Morning Sesh. So, guys, head on over to caffeineandgreenroasting.com today. And lastly, if you have not been up to Steel Mill in Oceanside, California, what are you doing with your life? That's right. Those are my homies. I want to give a huge shout out to all my homies over there. Anna, Giles, Lil C, Shea, and of course, Riley. That's right, guys. If you head on over to Steel Mill, you're going to be able to see where we record the podcast. It's a lot of fun, and I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to them for letting us have Caffeine and Green in Oceanside as well. So, guys, Steel Mill Coffee, Oceanside, California. Check it out. All right. This week's guest is an amazing skateboarder. He's a super rad dude. He's very artistic. He's one of the owners of Bumbag Co. Of course, I'm talking about my boy, Bobby Long. That's actually not his real name, but everybody calls him Bob, Bobby, whatever you want. Like when he comes into the coffee shop every day, yo, Bob, what's poppin'? That's right. And that's how I got Bob on the show. He is, like I said, an amazing skateboarder. He's in a lot of his brothers are like famous skate photographers, videographers, and just, it's amazing. I love hanging out with Bob. He's super rad. He has a great story. And this week, again, we're joined by Shea Cooper and Anna Fletcher. So, guys, strap in. This is a really good episode. And without further ado, Bobby Long. This is your time to shine, homie. Let's go. Give me caffeine and green. It's your boy Connor. What's good? Good. Caffeine and green. And we're live. Bobby Long, welcome to Caffeine and Green, sir.
Respect.
Yes. Bobby, the first thing, is it okay to actually tell people what your real name is?
If they know it.
Dude, I only found out because Shea told me, because I didn't know Bobby Long wasn't your name. And I was like, yo, Bob, something came up, and it was like, oh, you know what his name is? And I was like, it's Troy. I was like, really? Troy Rhodes. And I was like, dude.
There goes your name.
I was like, bro, I had no idea. I was like, you fully look like a Bob to me. And just like every day, one of my favorite things, you walk in, it's like, yo, what up, Bob? Like, or like, yo, Bob. Like, dude, it's fucking dope.
Do you know the real name? There's a little more to it.
No, I don't know.
It's Troy Shea.
Troy Shea.
Yeah, it's Troy Shea.
Like,
that's how it's pronounced.
It's one word.
Uh-huh.
How do you spell that?
Troye.
Oh, Troy Shea.
Troy Shea.
Dude, that's a G-ass name.
Respect.
Oh, wait. Forgot. Did you already crack yours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is kind of like just something always nice to do. But dude, I'm just going to call you Bob, though. Bob Playsecker.
My dad even does it.
Really?
Yeah, he like confuses me sometimes. I'll be like, what? Like, you named me Troy. But no worries.
Dude, that's super dope. I really like that. Your brother was actually on the show too, Lanny.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. He was on. It was episode 100 with Shea and Little C.
It was a Steel Mill episode.
It was a Steel Mill episode.
That's rad.
So you're the second Rose to be on the show, dude. That's what's popping.
Perfect.
That's what's popping.
You got to get them all.
Dude, I know. Your brother was just Forrest was just talking to me about it at Booze Bros. He was like. And he's like, you got two of my brothers on there now. Like, now I got to get on there. He's like, I'm going to talk to you about my window washing skills. I was like, bro, that's a hustle. I'm down. Like, what's popping?
He's got a skill, man. I've seen it.
Dude, he says he's a musician, though.
Yeah, he makes beats. He plays guitar. He used to sing in a band called Pink Robots.
Pink Robots.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope. But actually, this is I feel like it's a great segue. It's like, so if people who don't know you, Bob, you are from like when I've met you, you're like, you're an artist, you're a graffiti artist. You're also like, never mind. You're not a graffiti. Oh, that, and then you're like an amazing skateboarder, but you also own Bumbag.
Yep.
Dude, and I fully bought a Bumbag before I ever knew who you were. So like when I found out that you owned it and like that was kind of like your thing, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? I wanted to talk to you about it and just kind of see why you wanted to do it and what made you get into it. I mean, and then also talk about like skateboarding and stuff like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, so like you grew up skateboarding here in Oceanside?
Yes, I did. I kind of popped out the womb forced onto a skateboard with my brothers, you know, and pushed around the streets, and I don't know, just kept riding my skateboard, and then that was pretty much it, you know.
Yep.
For skateboarding, like how that started.
Well, your brothers do like videography and I guess photography as well, in like within the skateboard industry.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you have much more of like I don't want to say a deeper knowledge, but you have a deeper connection to skateboarding than most, I would say.
Okay.
So you're like around gnarlier skaters and just gnarlier situations in general. I mean, did you feel like when you were growing up that was just more natural, or was it like, yo, you had to adapt and like become as gnarly as everybody you were surrounded by?
I would say at first I didn't really like even look at it like that, you know. It was just like the homies were getting down. I just like was like, I knew that, you know. Yeah. And then I obviously would try to keep up in a way where I thought like hopefully they would be hyped, you know, like, but they were gnar. You're like, but then as you get older, you realize like, holy shit, like I'm kicking it with like the crazy dudes. It took me a while to realize that, but when I was like a little kid, it was just like, I'm with the homies, you know.
Just all stoked and shit.
Just stoked for sure.
Fuck yeah. So when was there like a pivotal moment when you realized that your homies were super gnar, or like you were kicking it with dudes of that caliber, with like a specific skater who did a trick or anything like that?
Yeah, I would actually say I think it was kind of like when I started hanging out with like Figgy and seeing like watching like how he kind of like attacked things, and I don't know, that definitely put a lot of skateboarding into perspective.
Interesting.
And kind of made me want to like do some crazier shit, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're like, holy fuck, this guy is wild.
Dude, what's the gnarliest thing you've ever seen him do?
That's like,
get out of bed.
That's hard. That's a hard question. Because fuck, everything he does is gnarly, really.
Yeah.
But I would probably have to say the craziest thing I maybe got to witness was the slam that he did in Australia, which like normal people would be like in a hospital bed for like months, and this man just like got up and just like coughed or something. And got in the van and was like, just get me out of here. Like, that's it, you know? Poured some Tito's on his cut and like...
What the fuck?
And was like, just like, I gotta get out of here.
Wait, what was the slam? Like, what's this slam in Australia?
It was like this huge handrail, obviously. And it was like a little wider than a normal handrail. It's red.
Like round?
Yeah, really like round. And it went down, and then at the end, it used to have a cinder block, but it like got knocked out. Mm-hmm. And then there was a curb, and he would have to like grind and pop over. But when he it was the first like spot of the day as well, you know, like we didn't go anywhere nice, didn't like ollie off a curb or anything. And this man just went for it, straight feet to handrail and just all the way down to his body.
Oh my God.
And that was it. And it was at a Hooters. And we went back that night, and Rhino broke the sign because it was just like, fuck this place, the homie died here, but we ate the food.
It's always about the wings. Come on now. Let's be real.
Yeah. Sorry, Anna.
I mean, it's not a strip club, so why would you're not going there for the girls.
Going there for the amazing
I went
wings.
for the Sprite.
Give a hoot.
The Sprite? Dude, oh my goodness. Okay. So Figgy was the dude who changed your mind, and then Was there one of my favorite things, like when I was like skating harder, like I don't know, for me when I was able to do a kickflip back tail and not just like on a ledge, but
lucky.
like what's that?
I said lucky.
Dude, it was one of those tricks. It was one of those things where it was like as soon as I did it, I took it to a spot and it was like this like kind of handicap spot, like the walkway went down. So it was like kind of like a gap up to it, like kickflip back tail. So like boom, did it there and then like popped off into the thing. And I was like, okay, I'm better now. Like this is like, it's like a trick, you know, this is like, that was the trick for me. That was like, okay, you're starting to get better and like elevate to a different level. Was there anything like that for you? Like,
I don't think so. Maybe like when I did an air, like when I did my first air on tranny, that made me pretty
hyped. Like a backside grab or something?
No, like I did my first air, just like an air.
Oh, sick.
Because I remember like they built Prince Park and then like watching Rowan skate it and he would be like doing airs and other people would be doing airs and I'd be like, damn, if they could do airs, like why can't I do airs?
Yep.
And then I did an air and I was like, damn, that's a good feeling. But I don't know if it was the same feeling, you know, or
yeah.
what you were saying, but like.
I mean, I think it definitely could be because I mean, you know, you get that feeling when you do your first ollie and then it's the first kickflip and then tray flip, pretty much any trick you get to the point, but then like I feel like you kind of reach this lull where it's like, okay, you can do a bunch of stuff, but you haven't either taken it to something bigger or you haven't elevated your like trick in or trick out type of thing. And I don't know, that one was just different for me, like a kickflip back tail, like oh shit.
I feel like the like what you're saying is like when like the progression of like you learning things when you skateboard is very fast, like right when you start, if you really like it, if you want to be like, if your friends are skateboarding and you're going after school every day and skateboarding, that's all you do, like you're like boom, ollie, did it, like now I got to 50-50 this curb and then oh my god, like we all got kick flips, everybody can do kick flips, everybody's like, you know, and it's really like fast and you're like, yeah, we're all skateboarders, and then that plateaus really fast. And then that's when it separates, like you have kids that you grew up skateboarding with like through like middle school and everything, and all of a sudden, you know, they start falling off because they're not like, you know, I feel like that's your separation. Once you're like willing to like really put in the hard work, or like not even hard work because you're still just having fun, but like there's like, I feel like the reason that we're all adults right now that get along together skateboarding is because we all like went through this period of time of like, nah, fuck that, like I don't care, I'll ollie off this curb every day because it's fun, not because I'm progressing, like this is just the shit, this is just what we do.
It's just
like we just link up every day and do this, you know, and if you're committed to doing that, you know, because I feel like there's like right away there's a lot of reward, you're like learning stuff so fast, and then once it plateaus everybody's like, nah, I'd rather just like, you know, Call of Duty just came out, it's pretty cool, I'm just gonna sit at home and play video games, you know.
Well, that right there I was gonna say is like, to that point, I feel like also when you commit to knowing that you're going to be slamming and it hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like really slamming. Like, oh, fuck. And you just get up and you just like die. And then you're like, fuck, I'm going to try it one more time. And then you either suck even more because you're just hurt, or you end up getting it and then you can just like hurt a little bit afterwards. Like, oh, that was so sick. You know, kind of thing. I don't know. That was my favorite thing about it. But then moving forward from that, what made you, like, so for people who don't know, you own a company called Bumbag Co. Like, or Bumbag.
Yep.
And it's like it's not like a satchel. It's like what would you call it?
It's a bag.
It's just a bag. Like an over-the-shoulder bag for skateboard, like anybody really, but like skateboarders, it's perfect.
The catalog goes beyond just, I mean, there's backpacks, fanny packs.
The first one started out as a fanny pack for sure.
The fanny pack, like just like the actual fanny. Yeah, okay, I remember that. And then it went to the over the shoulder, which is the one I fuck with.
I swear to God, Bob invented that.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I'm trying to get deep with this.
I've never seen anybody put a fucking fanny pack around their shoulder and wear it like a sash. And then all of a sudden now there's a lot of fashion brands like throwing it out there.
Dude,
I would not take that.
I know you won't, but I'm just saying I've never seen it before.
You gotta remember, like, that thing was made so long ago.
Dude,
someone had to have been partying and
just yeah, for sure they did. But with skateboarders, you definitely, I think you were the first. Like you were the first that I saw, and then I seen like Ashad or like somebody big was like skating on the Williamsburg Bridge, and there was a photo of them, and they were wearing a bum bag, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, I need that bag. And I remember like I went online and like was trying to find it and shit, and I was going to Europe, so then I was like, yo, I gotta get this bag for Europe. Like, no bullshit, I swear to God. And I was like, I ordered my first bum bag, and I remember it came in the mail. I was like, oh shit, son, like this isn't even like that long ago. It was like probably like 2 years ago. And I was just like, oh, I got my fucking bum bag. And I set it up. I got like a little pin on it. And like I had all my shit. Like, dude, when I would go to festivals, drug bag, 100% every time. It was amazing. So then like, again, when I found out you were doing that, it's like, why do these bags? Like what made you like sit there and be like, dude, you know, it'd be really dope if I had a bag.
I mean, it's kind of so the way it started, because it's a story, was I was partying with my buddies, and we had a tote bag, actually. Rowan, we had a tote bag that we shared at the time.
You shared the bag?
Yeah, we would like share the bag. We would both put our belongings
Oh,
in
okay. Oh, okay.
At the time, Bob and Rowan were one person. They had their own Instagram.
We had like a shared Instagram type. It was a us thing. That's just what it was.
It's us.
And
okay. Thanks, Hannah.
One thing I'll say on that.
Thank you. But no, we were sitting in an alleyway behind like a tire store on Coast Highway, and it was behind Mama Joe's house, and we were drinking, and we got up, went inside, realized like, oh shit, where's the tote? Went back, the tote was gone, and this was like right when they did find your iPhone. Went to find our iPhone, it was already like right to the border, like someone grabbed the bag, it was gone. So then Mama Joe was like, hey, I have a fanny pack that you guys...
Yes, she would.
If you want a bag, here's a fanny pack. And it was actually a girl roller derby fanny pack. And I was like, yeah, I'm down, fuck it. And put the fanny pack on. And I rocked that for like a year. Then, at that time, I had a buddy. He was from Australia. His name's Brad. And he called me at probably like 6:30, 7 in the morning. And he was just berserk. I got an idea. And I was just like, okay, what is it? We're gonna fucking make fanny packs. And I was just like, all right, perfect. Like, that's your idea? That's what you want to do? And he's like, yeah, but we're gonna call it Bumbag, because that's what they call it in Australia, I guess.
Sick.
They call fanny packs bum bags?
Yeah, because I think, like, they, you know.
Oh, it's
like
on,
the fanny.
It's resting on their bum.
It's
their
on your bum.
Here, fanny,
Yeah.
there, bum, you know.
Yeah.
And truthfully, that's really how it started. Like, he just was so hyped that I rocked it. He's a business guy, you know, and I collabed him with the ideas of what I would want to put on bags, and he helped me make them.
Was it your idea to do, like, the one I had was corduroy, and it was super fucking dope. It was like teal and kind of like this tan, and had like this little mesh thing in the front, and then on the inside it had like, you know, where you could put your cards and other things like that. But there was other ones that had like on the inside it was like a
Furry.
furry or like a velvet or almost like or like even like wasn't there one that kind of had like a satin almost?
Yeah.
Bro, hella dope.
So like I made all those bags. All I was about, because you could go, like when you go to your supplier, you know, they'll give you like I'm blanking what it's called right now, but it's like a sheet of just fabrics. Like they're like this big.
Yeah.
All over this sheet, and you just touch them.
It's like a sample set.
Right.
You just get to check them all out.
Yeah, and I just sit there and touch them, and I'd be like, dang, this one feels so dope, and it'd be like a corduroy one, or like, dang, this one looks crazy, and it'd be like a fuzzy one, you know?
Sick.
And so then I just put them together, and I'd be like, yep, I want to make this right here.
That's so rad.
And that's just how the bags would be made. It was rad.
Yeah.
That is super sick. Damn. But then, okay, so like fast forward, I mean, I'm going to skip a little bit, but we can go back to it. But when we were talking about getting some footage for you for like the like marketing aspect, you were like, oh, just go through my Instagram. So I went through your Instagram, started checking out your videos, and I saw the signature bag that you did.
Okay.
And that one was like bigger.
Right.
Like, right? Okay, so it's like an actual kind of like a satchel.
Uh-huh.
But like what made you want to do that and make it, you know, specifically your model just for fun? Like, was there was there a demand? Like, people were like, yo, your bags are dope. Can we get like a bigger version of it?
Truthfully, I rocked, like, I don't know, it was like everyone was just like, I rocked that one style for so long, the fanny pack style, and then we were like selling that one, and then I was like, just like at one point it's like this big, you know, stuffing all my shit in it, and I'm like, damn, we need a bigger one. So then we made the shoulder one, and then you rock the shoulder one for like a year, and you're stuffing more stuff in that one. It's like, dang, that one needs to get bigger as well. Next thing you know, now I'm just rocking
the bigger bags of weed that Bob can afford. He has to make a bag accordingly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Correct. Just to fit more drugs, like you were saying.
It's a perfect drug.
By 2022, you're gonna get a duffel bag. Or I guess there is already Bumbag duffel bag.
Yes, there is.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
Guitar case.
We did make a guitar case.
dude, how long have you been doing Bumbag now? When did it start? Actually, let me start that.
I actually meant to ask that right off the bat, but I was just distracted.
See, this is where too much weed comes into play, where I would maybe say like it started 5 years ago, if that sounds correct. Everyone here?
I was gonna ask. So my reference point is the other day I was watching Volume 4 trip that you guys went to like Austin right before.
And that one I'm wearing the.
That's the like prototype.
That's
no?
the one. So Brad has that one in like a. It's in a
case.
Like a case?
Yeah, it's cased.
Damn.
But so when was that trip?
I just watched it. You guys can
you
talk.
Can look it up. Yeah, look it up. Damn. Okay, that's another thing.
Because I'm so bad with time periods. Sorry, like I don't know when anything started, but I think it was 5 years ago. Cause
no way, because that would have been right. You went off of that trip, and we went straight to Africa, and that was easily 5 years ago.
I was gonna say maybe more like 6 or 7 to be honest, because I remember specifically I went to Europe when I was like 31. That was 4 years ago.
And you went before me though.
Yeah, and then also like I remember seeing it when I was like 30, and so that's 5 years ago. But they'd already been around for a couple of years.
2016 was that trip.
Oh, so maybe that would be 5 years
Africa.
ago. So yeah, I guess around there.
Because I've been sober 4 years.
You were sober on this trip?
The Volume 4 trip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
If you watch that video, it's very impressive. You held up that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Oh, yeah,
twist
you were
up,
drinking
though.
when we were in, yeah. Damn.
All those, what were they called? Buzz bomb? No.
Buzz balls?
Buzz
No,
balls.
what
What's
were
a
they?
buzzball?
What are you talking about?
No, the drink. Were you talking about Ethiopia?
Oh.
Like the wine, the Sprite.
Turbos.
Man, I was so jealous.
Yeah,
I just
freshly
wanted to
sober,
too.
too.
Yeah, I just wanted to drink so bad. I was like, those things look dope.
You would have.
Wait, what drink is
What
this?
was in it?
So they do like. Okay, so it's a whole glass bottle of 7-Up into a pitcher, a whole light beer, like a lager or whatever, because in Africa they only have 2 beers.
Yeah.
It's like one beer and the other, and they both taste the same, but it's just 2 different brands. One yellow, one blue. I wish I knew. One was Saint. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. But, okay, so they take one of the beers. So full Sprite into a pitcher, full beer into a pitcher, a whole bottle of white wine into a pitcher, and then mix it up and then start pouring it. But they do it like presentation style when they would bring it out on a platter, and you see all the bottles.
What?
And they like pop the tops all cool and pour it into the pitcher. And they call it turbo, and it tastes like apple cider or something.
Yeah.
It was like the cider phase too, which fizzled out really fast. I haven't seen a cider in a long time.
Dude,
hard
you're
cider.
North Park.
Who the fuck
Just go
drinks
down to
hard
North
cider
Park, bro. There's cider
It's all about
bars.
the
Neither here nor
seltzers,
there.
man.
Neither here nor there. Either way.
But yeah, that's what it like kind of tasted like. But they were dope. But it's like this weird mix of shit that it's pretty awesome.
Have you
and
tried
they're
to
called
remake
turbo, and you're just with me and Paco right when we got back tried to make it for everybody. It was not the same.
Really?
Nah. I think it
I was
comes
gonna
with
say,
like
make that
because it
here.
was like bottled 7-Up, and it's just like whatever African beer is. It tasted good though.
What if you just made it put like a Pacifico in it?
That's what we just did Coors Light because they were like saying it's like a light beer or something.
Yeah.
But it was just missing something. Probably the environment, the air. the fear of being somewhere that you've never been before.
I'll drink whatever you say.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so we'll just say first conversation 5 years ago, and now within the last 5 years, I mean, you guys have grown out of skateboarding, right? Like have you transcended action sports?
I hope not. I maybe
As a brand.
Oh, Bumbag.
Yeah, as a brand.
I was like
meaning
what the
like
fuck are you asking right now?
I'm asking
dude?
is like, okay, it started in skateboarding.
Uh-huh.
And I know skateboarding definitely like shapes a lot of current day fashion, if you will, right?
For
Is
sure.
that a good way to put it? Like,
look how many fucking high fashion brands are putting out fanny packs.
dude,
now,
Supreme, like everybody's knocking the shit. I've seen so many people just biting that little red block and like putting their little fucking logo in it. It's like, dude, wow, really? Skateboarding just formed everything.
Yeah.
Like, but what I mean by that too is like you're making different types of bags, guitar case. You're doing all these things, so it's like you're transcending skateboarding. Meaning, you could go into the guitar market. You can go into sports, like other sports other than skateboarding, stuff like that.
For sure, I didn't think of it like that. You're not wrong. Yeah.
I would say that, I mean, from the get-go, it already wasn't a skateboarding brand. It was just marketed by skateboarders.
Yeah, we tried to like just tell anyone that they could wear it. Like we were like when we were making commercials, we were like jogging down the street and shit, and
Yeah.
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 Stoops in one of them.
Yeah,
right?
Stoops was like a jogger. We were trying
Stoops.
to have everybody rock those things, man.
Dude, fuck, I could just see Stoogs with like a big ass smile too, just running out of
No,
the
You already got it. You already
Dude,
got
I know,
it.
dude.
Neon shorts.
It's a
Crop
real
top.
thing. We'll pull it up.
Real
later.
high.
Dude, I definitely got to see that because Stoogs, every time he walks, he's like, dude, Connor, how are you, man? I'm like, oh, fucking chill, Stoogs, how are you?
That's a happy guy right there.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so you're obviously still very much involved. Like, are you still, like, you own it 100%? Like, you're doing, like, your partner or whatever?
Yeah, we're a big family for sure. All my brothers are involved. My father is involved. A group of my buddies are involved as well. There's like a handful of us. It's not just myself.
Dope.
It's definitely a collective help group, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone does their part.
Is Brad the only one in Australia? Brad? Is
Brad.
that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the only one in Australia that owns part of it?
Him and his wife.
They also own a coffee shop together.
What?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Damn, in
Oh.
Australia?
Yeah, it's like it's awesome. It's a coffee shop / pottery studio.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
His
done.
wife teaches pottery. It's called Yucca Stone, right?
Yes, it is.
That's the name of the
but
coffee shop
That's
and
not
the
the name of
place?
the coffee shop. It's called Stone. Oh, fuck me.
It's not the same?
No, well, so Jen's company or like the pottery studio's Yucca Stone. Maybe that's just the name of the coffee shop.
I think it's the
I'd
name of the
feel
coffee.
really bad if I know the Yucca Stone off the top of my head because I follow
Hey, Yucca Stone.
big time.
Shout
yeah,
out.
so she teaches pottery and it's all within the coffee shop and everything, and it's really
Damn.
cool. They're the shit. Brad is very much of like a go-getter. Like he sees Bob wearing a fanny pack and is like, "You need a company for this because I haven't seen like you're making this look way too cool," you know.
That's
Or
what I'm
he just
saying.
is like,
That's what I'm
He
saying,
he sparks.
though.
Like I wasn't even supposed to like. I mean, if anybody listening already knows like the Africa story like through the Lanny episode.
Well, dude,
But,
retell it.
I mean, I wasn't even supposed to go, but they were
Yeah.
just going to Africa, and Brad, I say we all call him B-Rad, but B-Rad was just like, "Oh, Shea, you need to go to Australia too," because he was organizing the trip, Africa trip, because you're a coffee guy and that's where coffee is from. Like, you need to go. And I was like, "Well, how do I go? Like, I'm down. How?" And he's just like, "Oh, fucking cut all these guys' pay, and I'm just gonna pay for your ticket, and they'll go." And I was like, "I don't think they're gonna be down for it." He's like, "Ah, fuck it, they'll be down. I'll make you go. You're going to Africa." I was like, "Okay,
Dope.
cool." He just makes shit happen, and he
Yes,
does
he
it like
does.
selflessly,
Yeah.
Shay,
It's
that
really
was your
cool.
first time in Africa?
I think, yeah, no,
Yeah, it's like the second or
I
third.
don't know. You guys do like skate stuff over there.
no, definitely. I mean, JT, Bob's brother, is there right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw that
Yeah.
on his Instagram. Like,
That was his first time too, and he was just
He's been back like 7
Yeah.
times now.
he's out there
7 times.
building skate parks, fucking.
Is it been like 6 maybe? I
Yeah.
don't know. He's been back so many times.
Have you gone to Africa?
I've been.
He was on that first trip with us.
Dude, you were like well traveled, my friend. Where else have you been?
Australia, Africa, Mexico,
New York.
Well, yeah, like other places in the States, but other than the States, that's where I've been.
Where in Africa? Ethiopia?
Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, correct?
Got it.
Addis.
I got it.
It was rad. Not what you would expect it to be, you know, like, I don't know what they make you think Africa's going to look like. It's just a fucking town, you know?
Just the homies.
Beautiful town out there. It's awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fucking rad.
Did you know about coffee going out there? Were you still doing like the Americanos, like the iced Americanos every day?
I was, but like Shea was making fun of me when I was drinking that coffee at that time. Because I didn't know anything about coffee, truthfully.
That's what I mean. It's like, did you know anything about it?
No, we were drinking a local coffee, and the homies would, like, even Brad, he would drink it and be like, "Oh, what is this? Tastes like motor oil," or something. You know? But I had no clue. You know what I mean? I was just drinking something that I thought was gonna hook me up. You know?
Yeah.
For the day.
Then you go to like essentially one of the most sought after coffees in the world.
Right. On my way out there, definitely I got told a bunch about it from Shea and the other homies when we were going out. But when we drank coffee out there, the experience of drinking coffee out there was awesome.
Did you go to, I mean, I'm sure they have cafes, like just like you go in, get your cup.
It's in the Coffee Atlas, the big tiger on the wall.
Yeah, no, you went to the first coffee shop in Ethiopia.
Coffee shop ever.
Yeah.
Remember I saw it when we were in the van. I was like, pull over right now. Like, we're going in there. It was, I forget the name of it.
I forgot the name, yeah.
It's something funny, but.
We went in there?
Yeah, we went in there. I have photos of you in there on my computer.
Yeah, show me that.
If I showed you out of the textbook, like the World Coffee Atlas, you'd like probably recognize it. But yeah, coffee out there, like Bob was saying, is like the experience of it is completely different. It's like it's already ritualistic in the way that, like, you know, you come down to the coffee shop every day and we wake up together, and like you, no matter what, you're coming through the door and drinking coffee. That's technically, you know, like religious experience or like ritualistic experience rather.
For sure.
But like out there, it's like of everybody is involved in that. Like there's little spots where you sit down and you watch them roast the coffee over a fire, watch them prepare it, watch it brew, pour it into your cup, and you sit there and drink it, and you don't leave until you finish it. You know, with those little cups, and like it's everybody.
Do they give you like a bread too or anything like that? Like
little cookie thingy.
There was a cookie, huh?
Yeah, it was a little bit like.
Wasn't it like we had to drink 3, or was that just because we were tourists? Maybe they were just like telling us. Because remember,
they're just trying to get more.
Just trying to get me like
no, every time 3. No, I don't remember. I just feel like that whole experience is like completely different. There's everybody there is involved or knows it and is involved, and there's just like just old lady pouring out of a jebena.
Dude, I seen that.
Didn't you do that recently?
Dude, I did an Ethiopia coffee ceremony here.
It was Ethiopian.
It was Ethiopia, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like this lady came and she, I'm doing through like Caffeine and Green, I'm doing like a private label, and it's for Makeda Dread. She's like this, like she was like friends with Bob Marley. She's like this gnarly Rasta. Like she's just doing whatever, but she does like the World Beat Center down in like Balboa Park, and I did her coffee recently, but she wouldn't let me roast it until she blessed it, like with the Ethiopian coffee ceremony. That's dope. So we went down to the World Beach Center, I think like a month or 2 ago now. It's been within the last 2 months. And I met this lady. I think her name was Chantel or something like that. Or I sounded like that's what her name was because she was from Ethiopia. But like she roasted it like in a pan, like in a little stovetop pan. Uh-huh. And then she did it outside, and like I was tripping. And they had like Birkensense, like burning while it was going. And then she had all this bread that she had made, like this with like flaxseed and all these other types of oils or whatever, and seeds. And then she like, dude, the whole thing, like poured it out in like this flask, like thing, or like not a flask, but like it was like this.
It's called a jebena.
A jebena.
Yeah, we have one in the shop, but BB stole it. It's not there right now. He was supposed to use it for a photo.
BB, bring it back.
We never got
BB,
it back.
we need our jebena back.
Dude, that's so gay. They brought it in a little cup. Like, yo,
How long is the
we have the
process?
cups too, but BB also has those cups.
BB,
Yeah.
bring our stuff back.
With the
Damn,
Lion
BB.
of Judah on it,
Come
and that's
on.
like the fill line. I think that's the coolest fucking thing ever. Like the little cups.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then there's the line where you want to fill it, and then it breaks for a second, and it's just the little Lion of Judah with the Ethiopian flag.
Perfect.
So
Cool.
How can you come up with a cooler fucking shit? Like that culture is so cool.
Yep.
Dude,
Wait, how
Makeda,
long does that process take?
roughly about, I think it's like about an hour.
Which is amazing because you're going from green coffee to
Yeah.
Well,
cup.
dude, and the lady was saying that when you do it in like, again, I haven't been there. You guys definitely have been there, but like they said, like when you do that, it's like a time for everybody to socialize
Yeah.
and to
That's
like
so cool.
kind of like talk story and like catch up on the week or.
And
like,
then those like little stations are just on the corners of like, or like every corner, like in the downtown area, there's just a corner and there's this lady set up and there's little soft couches,
Yeah,
like
these
little soft
circle
seat.
pillows.
Yeah,
that you
circle
just go
pillows.
sit on. You just,
what?
Go chill.
Damn, do you talk to her?
I mean, we weren't.
Oh, is it like what language are they speaking?
Is
Is it a dialect or?
Ethiopian? I don't know.
Yeah, I truthfully don't know either. But
No.
like the homies that we were with out there, they could speak English like a little bit, you know, and they would tell us like where to go. And
Oh, sick. How long were you guys out there for?
Were you there for a week? Sounds like almost too long.
I
I think
swear
we were
it
there
was
for a
longer.
week. Almost 2 weeks?
I thought it was longer.
Oh, yeah,
I
because we
thought-
went to Awassa for
Uh-huh.
like a good amount of time.
Yeah, I think we were out there for like 2 weeks.
Damn. I mean, you're going that far around the world. 2 weeks has got to be the minimum, you know? Like,
Mhm.
how long did it take you guys to get there? Like 20 hours?
Yeah, I think it was like 21. Right?
Yeah, it was almost a full day.
It was the
So weird.
craziest
Planes
flight
just make you
ever.
like meditate almost.
Was it
Doesn't seem like
direct?
that long.
It wasn't direct.
No, we stopped in Ireland.
But you couldn't get out, right?
Yeah, we just like, got
Just-
fuel.
Oh, so you didn't get off the plane. You
No.
just
No.
like,
Damn.
It's horrible.
it's horrible.
Horrible.
21
For
hours
Bob,
in a
I was
plane.
wine drunk as fuck. Watching movies, I was in heaven.
Yeah, it was horrible. I was right next to all these fuckers.
Wait,
And coming hot off another trip, stuck in a van with another bunch of drunkards.
It
Did
was-
you?
it
You didn't
was
even
rad,
get to go
though.
home, huh?
It-
You met us
nah,
at the airport.
Yeah, we flew out of Texas straight
He went on a pretty much full.
to LA actually. Yeah, from Texas to LA, met up with you guys, and then hopped on the flight out.
Wow.
Yeah.
dude, what the fuck?
I remember
What kind
seeing
of
him at
life
the
are you
airport.
living, bro?
At the airport, he did not want to go. He's just shell shocked, like, dude.
He's like, I
It was
just
a
got off
long
this other
flight.
trip.
It was a long flight. That's what I was scared about. I was like, fuck, that. I've only been on 5-hour flights. What? I'm about to go on a 21-hour. This is crazy.
Dude, 14. I did a 16-hour flight back from Seoul on a double-decker plane. That
I've
was-
never been on a double decker
Dude,
plane.
it's miserable. It is the worst flight
Well,
ever.
I thought it was kind of baller. Like, isn't there a bar?
I was sitting definitely not in the baller section. I was like the last row on the bottom of the second thing, and like you could just feel every goddamn bump just sitting there. And
Doesn't the
my
whole plane
ex-
feel the bumps?
My ex was over here just, and I'm just sitting there just holding on to the goddamn thing. You could feel the plane just like dropping shit. Like, yo, I'm not about this,
I hate that.
dude. It was horrible,
I'm not about turbulence at all.
dude. Extra turbulent, dude. Have you ever like talk about turbulence? Have you ever like free falled for like it feels an eternity, but really it was like maybe a second or two?
No.
But the plane will go like, and then just, and then it just drops, and you're just sitting there. And you just sit there like, oh shit, that was hell scary, bro.
I think I have, but also at the same time, I don't want to. I don't even want to think about it because the plane is so scary.
I love planes.
I like
don't
them
know.
now.
Even when
I
I'm
like
sitting
them
coach
too.
in the middle, I feel like just like so catered for. There's a lady that comes through the aisle.
You're
You
so
sit there,
high up there.
you
Like
hit a
how?
button.
you
Yeah,
guys
but-
get
I mean,
That's
if you're
why-
already willing to get up in the air, you're trusting the pilot, trusting the driver.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going down, you're
Dude,
going
It's
down.
like
Well,
part
that's-
of
yeah.
the vacation, you know?
That's what I was saying.
I
don't
get
love
hyped
flying.
on
I was so
planes.
scared.
I don't like flying, but I like the fact that I get to go somewhere that is not in my local vicinity that I can get to by a car. So it's like, hey, fuck it. I got to get on this thing to go over there. Like,
For
it's
sure. The
it.
moment I land, I'm excited, but like that.
Getting over
man.
there.
Like when you're thinking about it, like we go going to Africa, 21 hours. 21 hours in a car barely gets you to New York.
Yeah, no, it does not get you to New York at all.
How long is a drive to New York?
it takes like a week.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
What time is-
Yeah, 21 hours, bro. You're like New Mexico, maybe.
Okay, dude. Well, I sound like an idiot, but my point is also proven further. I sound stupid, but my point is proven further.
Dude, it's tough. It's yes.
Perfect.
Yes. Well, we just live
That
in
was
such a
round
big
down.
fucking country. That's what it is.
Round down. The old round down.
Dude, that's one thing I wanted to ask you about, if you're totally comfortable with talking about it, is you're sober.
I am.
Like,
Or no, I'm not.
Well, you don't drink alcohol.
I don't drink alcohol.
Is there a reason were you addicted to it, or did something like happen, or was there a life-changing moment that happened within that?
Something did happen. I blew my pancreas up.
Pancreas?
Yeah, my pancreas.
Doing what?
Drinking.
Just drinking?
Well, no. What comes along with drinking.
For sure.
you know?
Yeah.
But the doctor said drinking was the main thing. Drinking, like, alcohol inflames your body. My pancreas didn't, like, kaboom, but it lacerated, in a sense, you know, like a tire on a freeway when it gets bald. That comes from cooking it and from drinking so much alcohol, getting inflamed. That's what happened to me. But I have I swear, my mom and my dad were heavy drug addict alcoholics, and I believe I was more, what is that word?
Like
susceptible?
Yes, thank you. To it than others, because it happened to me when I was 21, you know, and I hadn't been drinking.
That happened to you when you were 21?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I had only been drinking for like maybe like 3 years, like, you know, hard partying, trying to keep up with the people around me.
Of course.
3 older brothers, and then on top of that, like 20 of their friends, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that probably has a lot to do with it too, that you're just like drinking so much at a younger age.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, maybe my body wasn't ready for it too.
Yeah.
Definitely not, yeah. Damn. So this all happened before you were 21?
Yep.
God damn.
But I was still at bars. I was in there, you know. I experienced it.
You're just kicking it with the homies.
Yeah, we partied.
Do you ever, like, I mean, obviously you're sober, so do drunk people bother you?
Definitely. Like, for sure. My brothers get drunk and they bother me. Shea, Shea doesn't get wasted.
What?
I'm not there.
What are we talking about?
Wait.
I actually like hide it. I keep it away from Bob, you know.
I'm not there to see Shea wasted. I'm not there for that. But yeah, no, like, think about it. Think about being sober or not drunk, and you got some drunk homie blaring at you about a story they told you already 9 times.
9.
9.
Yo, you're very lax on your homies.
You know, you're like
7 and 8, we're good. You get to 9, homie, I drop the goddamn line. You're giving some leeway, is what I was meaning to say.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
But no, I love my homies, so I try to deal with it as much as I can, you know.
Yeah.
I think,
Smoke another joint, it'll be all right.
That might help.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like you get thrown in situations with like a lot, like I don't know, like you deal with a lot of drunk people, but it's also just like a part of the job of like just those are your friends, you know, that you hang out with. So it's kind of, and also you weren't the most pleasant person to hang out with when you were partying. So,
Right, they're bringing it back to me.
What? Really? Were you like
No,
just
no.
violent?
No, he was just too much fun. Is all. That's it.
Dude,
What's
Bob
wrong
was just
with too
really,
much
really
fun?
good at
Tell a
having a
story.
good time.
I want to hear a story. Do you need another beer?
He was.
Not Bob.
I'll
Who are
have
you
one.
talking to?
I'm talking to Shea. Come on now. Come on, guys. Do you need one?
No, yeah, please.
Thank you.
He's got a beer in his hand.
Bob,
I
tell
got a
us
beer
a
in my hand.
story.
Yeah, what's Shea.
Oh.
Tell us your favorite Bob story when he was partying.
Shelly.
One time,
Shelly.
before, I mean, I would say me and Bob are actually have only really been like good friends since you've been sober, you know.
Oh,
We
yeah,
were-
because you
We didn't get to party?
moved here
No,
6
I-
years ago.
Yeah, Doom House. That was the story I was gonna tell. I'm living in this house, And it happened to be like on the pathway from the bar, like to wherever anybody was going.
Wait,
so people
who
would just
lived at Doom House? You or Bob?
me.
Oh, okay.
But one night we were just like the one night everybody's kind of just keeping it pretty mellow, like couple beers, like we're just the members of the house, and like obviously our house was kind of like the hub of like after the bar, and it must have been around the time bar closing. And I just hear the door open. I'm sitting in the kitchen, and Bob just comes firing through, shirtless with fucking bib overalls on. Had really, really long hair. And
no shirt underneath.
No shirt on.
Yes.
And he just came in, fuck yeah, scooped me off my feet, picked me up, walked me outside, put me down, gave me a big old hug, and was like, "Are we not partying?" I was like, "We are now. Here we go." And I still have photos on my computer from my old phone of like you just sitting in like the campfire. And you're just.
That wasn't the night I kissed everybody.
I didn't know if you would be comfortable with me telling you like we were like smacking down on me, but
we're all friends, you know.
All right, cool, yeah.
Fuck yeah, Bob.
When he scooped me off the feet and gave me a
huge
wet kiss on the lips, like unexpected.
That was the whole point of like going through the door.
Yeah. It was like a wedding, like walking out.
Yep.
Did you tongue him?
No.
No, just straight on the lips, just a straight kiss.
Yeah, it was just like homie shit. It was like a high five.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about him.
Kiss,
At a certain point, like, you know, if you're drinking, like, I'll kiss the homies for sure, especially to freak out the squares, you know.
Right. It was more for that.
That's what it's for. I went through a big string in high school where I would go to like high school parties because I didn't like anybody in high school except my friends, but we didn't all go to the same high school, so we go to these parties and like purposely like not like make out with each other like tongue style, but like definitely like kiss each other and get like all these little bros pissed, like, oh, what? That's gay, dude. Like, no, we're just homies. Like, that's what we do. No, you want to kiss? Like, are we good? And then they just get all pissed, and then we probably just thought we were a bunch of weirdos.
But you also grew up this is in Idaho, though, too, right?
They get
so
pissed.
It's like, yo, bro, it's like different type
They don't
shit.
like that at all.
Yeah, no. Because
that's big no in Idaho.
But I mean, like, yeah, no. Once you break down the barriers, you're like, dude, you're my homie. Like, we're not fucking in love.
Right.
We're not gonna.
Not touching your booty hole or anything.
We're not going to do anything weird. Like, just got to touch lips for a second. It's miserable for both of us. And these guys are going to freak out and get real pissed at us. Like,
it'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
It'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, so, Bob, so what happened? Was there, like, were you drinking and then your pancreas, like, kind of was, like, under attack?
I woke up. I had a good night before that. I was, at Larry's with the homies. We were drinking jungle juice.
Nice.
And what was my drink of choice? What was it?
I don't know. Vodka.
Oh, Long Island. I used to love
Long
Island.
Oh my god, bro.
Well, like everyone, goes to the bar and get a fucking Budweiser. I'm like, what did you come here for? To drink water or get wasted?
Get fucked up.
Right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's why I would get the Long Island.
Bob was really good at partying, tactful.
Yeah, you got to do it right. If you're gonna do it right. That's why my pancreas blew up. I did it right.
Well, that's what I want to know. Okay, so you're partying, you're drinking your Long Island.
And then I woke up the next morning, and there was a Chargers game that day, and I woke up at the time it was on, and I walked out. My shit was killing me. And I do remember, like, previous days before, like, I did kind of have, like, a little stomach ache, but I was just like, oh, I'm hungover, drink more,
Yeah.
And then that day, it was, like, unbearable. I'm, like, laying on the couch. Rowan lived with me at the time. Some other homies lived with us at the time. But I remember I was laying on the couch, like, screaming as loud as I could, possibly just like, this fucking hurts. And they were just, like, all telling me, like, call your dad. I'm like, no, I'm chilling. And Rowan called my dad, and my dad was, like, talking to him. He's like, oh, come over there. I'll finish this football game, and I'll cruise over, because he's, like, a football fan.
Yeah.
Comes over with Pepto-Bismol and, like, some other shit. Like, yeah, we'll hook you up. Drink the Pepto-Bismol, threw it up instantly, went to the hospital, and then they were like, yeah, you're fucked. No more alcohol.
Like, for your life.
Yeah, I think he said, like, I could probably drink if I wanted to in 5 years in moderation, you know, but it's not like good for me to drink, you know.
Yeah.
So I told him I like breathing.
100.
And he told me, he was like, you could smoke all the weed you want. He was a cool doctor. You take all the acid you want, all the mushrooms. He's like, just don't do cocaine and drink a lot of beer and ecstasy and all of that shit.
Really?
Yeah. Because you know, like you party and then you get a little drunk. Someone gives you some shit to stay up, you know, so you take that.
Yep.
There's probably a mixture of those things, you know.
Yeah.
The uppers and the downers almost. I mean, well, drinking alcohol, it's like essentially it's a downer, right?
For sure.
And then you could take some cocaine to up it, and you're just fucking your body up the whole time.
Right.
Does your pancreas ever recover from it? Like, you know how some stuff like grows back or whatever? Like, did it, what was it, like super swollen or something? Does it go down, or is it like that forever?
It was literally, he said lacerated, but I never went back for a checkup because I felt fine.
Yeah.
I still feel fine. But or like, I don't know, I don't really like the doctors and stuff. Like it's just like such a process.
Basically, you're not going to take a sip of beer to find out.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like, I would imagine it like anything heals, you know, like I would imagine it healed back up.
Damn. Dude, that's pretty crazy because you don't hear a lot of people, you know, some people are like, yo, I don't drink because I had to recover. I felt like I had a real problem, whatever. I mean, you did it because your body was like, hell no. Like, nah, son, this ain't happening no more.
Yeah.
But do you feel like, had that not happened, did you feel like you had a problem?
Maybe in the moment, no. You know, like if you were to ask me that then, I'd have been like, heck no. You're tripping. But like looking back, for sure I had a problem.
Really?
Yeah, because you were super young.
I was young. I was constantly drunk. You guys, Paco lived with me at that time too. You know, you party all night, and then there's the leftovers, you know, the bottle, the leftover beers. I would be like, y'all are whack. You didn't finish any beer. I'd go and I'd finish all those in the morning.
Damn, Bob.
Cleanup crew.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was there to party.
Get the fucking job
right in
done.
the morning. Yeah. So I had a problem for sure. But it was fun, you know. I had to get it out of the way. I had fun.
So you don't look back and regret anything?
No.
Good.
I don't think so. Maybe there's some nights, maybe. But we don't have to talk about those.
No. And like, of course, everybody has nights that they definitely want to forget. But like, all in all, dude, it sounds like you lived in the short time that you got to party, it looks like you lived a couple lifetimes in that time right there. Just finishing off the beers in the evening, like, fuck it, yeah, that's it.
Your average person that's like, yeah, you know, I like to go out and have a couple drinks has not lived as fun of a one weekend of Bob during those times. That's for damn sure. He was the guy you wanted to hang out with all the time.
Thanks, man.
And you've got such a good perspective on it, like now, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Remember when you just straight armed and stopped at all the lights right here on Mission Street? Just pulled up in Paco's van and just went out into all four lights right there on Mission and Oceanside Boulevard. All cars had to stop and just cracked a beer. Just straight arm, poured it down his face.
What?
Threw the can and just hopped back in the van and we pulled around the corner.
What?
Legend.
You gotta
straight arm Scully.
Like you hold your arm and you pour the beer. Try to get it all in your mouth without like getting it.
Just on the corner.
So you're just trying to
in
chug
the middle of the road.
But you went in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
You stopped traffic in all directions. Where was the van?
Absolutely.
Did you wait? Does the van?
He was stopped right here on
at
Mission.
the light.
That was
At the
when it
light,
was two
yeah.
ways though.
Yeah.
What motivated you to do that?
My friends.
Yeah, we were all laughing, having a good time. He did it for us.
I did anything for my friend.
They were like, yo, you won't get out and do this right now. You're like,
I don't
yo,
even think
bet.
they
No,
told
not
me.
even.
I was
He just
like,
did it.
I just was like,
No
they're
bet.
gonna like this.
It was we were just at a red light.
You just hopped out.
Yeah.
You decided on your own. You're like, yo, this is a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta do that, you know.
I think that was on the way to go check out like a skate spot in an apartment complex. When we went into the apartment complex,
Yep. This is actually true.
we go into the apartment complex like to scope a spot, but you have to go by the lobby and like there's the swimming pool, you know. And we like kind of drive by and through the fence there's like two girls like sitting there like sunbathing, and we're like, oh damn, like whatever. And Bob, same thing. Nobody says anything. Just jumps out of the moving van, hops the fence into the pool, cannonball, and just pops out and tries to start kicking it with the girls that are sitting there.
Your confidence is astounding, sir. I love it.
Someone's got to have it.
Dude, what
does it have the confidence?
Have you always felt that way, or do you just like, fuck it, I'm that sick?
Well, I mean, he immediately came back over the fence and was like, they were not feeling it.
They were not feeling it. They were not.
But you shoot your shot. You
miss
100% of the shots.
You believe in shooting your shot.
You gotta try.
Fully.
You gotta try.
Damn, son.
Try, dog.
Yo.
That's all it's worth.
Respect.
That was a fun ass day, though.
Respect.
Respect.
Dude, okay, so that leads me to my like a next set of questions is like I know you do art, like, you know, I know you do like design and stuff like that for the bags, but you did this piece in the back here for Steel Mill, and like when Shea described it to me, he was like, yeah, Bob did that. He's like, yeah, I did it in like 5 minutes. I was like, what? Really? And he's like, yeah, you put the ball here, everything. It was like super dope.
Oh no, I did the ball.
Oh, you did the ball.
That's my ball.
That's your ball.
That's his ball.
That's my shit.
His one.
I stand corrected.
That's his one ball.
It's the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. But no.
It's a one ball.
It's 1 ball.
It just happens to be in black paint.
Okay. Sorry.
Sorry. I'll stop now.
My bad. I stand corrected.
I'll butt out now.
But why? You know, what got you into art? Have you always been into it? Were you influenced by certain things? Like,
well, the homies that my older brother's friends, I grew up, I actually like broke my arms a few times growing up as a kid, and my brother's
Hold
homies.
your arm up to Kano real fast.
oh, for those who can't see it, yo, like it's
a half pipe.
Whoa, yeah. You've broken it a lot.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Come on, dog.
I'm sorry.
Come
I'm just
on,
saying. You
dog.
don't have to say I broke my arms a couple of times.
Dude.
Just hold it up. You can
Let
see.
the arm live, man.
No, you got like a scar there. Like you got some pins in there.
No, I had a rod, and like I remember like side story. I had a rod in my arm, and I got the cast off. You know, when you get the cast off, your arm's like stuck. You can't like see the back of it or anything. You're like doing if you ever broke your arm.
I broke both my ankles. So
you know, you're like touching it and it feels all weird.
And all the dead skin comes off in the hair.
Like doing this, and I was like checking it all out. I was like, dang, this thing feels crazy. And then I like felt right here on the back, and there was this thing, and I was like, yo, what's that? What is that? And you can kind of see like, is there like a little hole right here?
Like the dent.
And I was tripping. I was like, yo, the doc was out at the time. He came back in. I was like, yo, doc, what is this? I couldn't see it. I'm like, what is this, doc? And he was like, I'll be right back. Kid you not. Like, I kid you not. I'll be right back. And I was like, okay. Homeboy came back with fucking pliers, yo. You know, like is that what they're called?
Yeah, pliers.
Yeah. Straight up pliers. Like, could have just came out of some construction guy's truck. He's like, we got to get that out of your arm right now.
What?
And I was
What
like,
was it doing in there in the first place?
It was holding my bone, but it like didn't settle. So it made the bone hold, but it didn't settle with my bone. So it ended up forcing it out, and my skin was like trying to grow around it.
Oh my god.
And he grabbed onto it and went,
And you pulled the whole.
What?
2. He went 1, and then grabbed onto it again and went, yeah, and it came out like.
Whoa.
That's
what?
Insane. I've had.
He had the nerve too to ask me like, you want to keep it? And I was just like, dude.
Eat a dick.
Yeah, I was
like, what the fuck?
here.
Why did you do your job? Why did it like?
I've had the like pins that are like exposed, you know, like so like my arm broke and then it wasn't as severe as needing rods going through it.
Yeah.
But in order to hold it in place, they literally like nailed what they call pins, but it's literally a fucking nail, like where the edges are like have 4 sides, like not a sharp thing, like a dull nail. It was going like diagonally through my bones, like this on both sides. But they stuck out of my skin.
Like they were showing?
Yeah, so it was like a temporary rod because they just needed to hold my bones so they would like fuse together, naturally.
So they tested on me and they're like,
basically it's like the preventative what you got. And so when they pulled me out of a soft cast after a couple months, I just had like my skin closed up around them, but there's just literally like nails sticking out. And when they went to take them out, they same thing, pliers, grab onto it, and it was like squeaking like.
Oh my god!
What?
And just did the same thing out, and then there's a little blood spurt, and then it was done. But
did it hurt when
no,
they
it was
took
weird. It was just weird. It didn't hurt. There was no pain.
Mine was so.
It was like excruciating.
Hollow, like ugh.
It's a very, very weird feeling.
Ugh.
I can't imagine what Bob's experience was, because mine was like mellow compared to that. Because they were just like they were meant to come out.
Yeah, mine. I don't think. See, that's the thing. I don't think mine was. Mine was supposed to stay.
So wait, they took it out and then your arm healed fine?
Mm-hmm. I mean. Look at it.
I got you. I got you, G.
Yeah. But side story to that. Yeah. So I had a cast, and my older brother's homies would like graffiti letter my name Troy on it. And then I would be in school, like looking at it like, what? Trying to reenact it,
Oh, sick. You were trying to copy what was written on your cast.
Yeah, I would try to do like the cursive letters that they would do or the bubble letters or whatever, because I would like them. I'd be like, dang, that's dope. And like try to practice it. And then we had a skate park like right here down by the beach. And you could go there and there would be tags all over like on the thing. And so that's kind of just like how I kind of got into just like being into art,
Yeah.
Cause like and then like at that time, one of our homies, Mike Santa Fe, he was doing tattoos at his house, and like my brother like that's literally how Shep Dog started. My brother got a tattoo, and I was like, dang, that's dope. And it said "Shred or Be Dead" on it. And
Shredder be dead?
Mm-hmm. Like right here it says like shred as in skateboarding or die. Like 3-4 days later, I go to Riley's house. I have a spray can. I'm tagging in his room, and I went to write "Shred or Be Dead," and I didn't. I like misspelt completely, so I was like, So then I added an E, and then I added a P, and then it was Shep Dogs, and that's how like Shep Dogs started.
Wait, so you were the dude who started Shep Dogs? Like, what?
Or like I started the word.
By misspelling shred?
Yep. Trying to spell shred.
Damn. Wait, Riley just let you tag in his room?
Yeah, we did a lot over there. We did a lot of stuff over there.
That's pretty dope. Like, just like that's like some Nipsey Hussle shit. Like, you ever see like the old school like Nipsey Hussle videos that he did for Complex? He's like, yeah. He's like, we just in here in my homie's room. And he's like, they had like motivational quotes, like 60s get it done, or like, believe in this, like, type of shit. And Nipsey's like, yeah, we be sitting, he's like sipping on this like whatever drink, and he's just sitting, he's like, you know what it is, like Nipsey Hussle run the world or something like that. Like, it's just like on it. He's like, yeah, the homie just let us tag on his wall. It's like, damn, I don't know if I'd ever let him. Like, I mean, I'm sure I would. I mean, like, if it was the homies, I'd let him do it. But it was just like, I never rolled into a place like that.
Can I come over later, Kono?
I don't know if Ray Ray would be down. I don't know if Ray Ray would be down to tag the walls. He'd be like, what the fuck?
I got a wall you guys could tag.
Dude, I'm down.
Yeah, Bob has a big old art wall at his house. It's fucking dope. Or old house. Sorry, you don't even live there.
Dude, when I lived in LA, I think I wasn't even 21 yet. I think it was like between 19 and 21 or something like that. Somewhere along those lines. I lived in Canoga Park in the Valley. I don't know at what point it happened, but we had this fridge, and it was my fridge. I knew it was my fridge. I didn't have a fridge when I walked in that bitch, so I like bought a fridge. For some reason, I started tagging it up. Like, I used to ride for DC and Skate Mafia and stuff, so I'd put like the stickers on the thing, and I was like, oh, sick. And then we're partying one night at a house or whatever. You're at my house, and the homies are like, we got like paint markers, like to like graph up like or to do shit on your board on your grip tape. Then we just started tagging up the fridge. Then it was like then it became like, yo, everybody in the party's got to fucking sign the fridge. And then like, dude, we would get so fucked up. We would like pull the whole fridge out because we ran out of space.
To get
like,
the backside.
Yeah, to get the back and get like the full size that like the walls were covering of like the sides of the fridge. And we're like, no, we'll make room. And we're pulling it out, but like alcohol is like fucking swishing around in the fucking fridge or whatever. But then before you know it, like we having homies on homies just signing over stuff. We'd put like clear stickers, or not clear stickers, but like straight white stickers over it so people could sign over it. Like we were just like pulling it, like creating layers. But then
that's actually really fucking sick.
Dude, it was
what
tight.
What happened to the fridge?
Well, this is what I was gonna say. So we had a party, and it was like a July 4th party or something. And like I'll leave the person nameless, but who did it. But like we lived in the middle of like this gang neighborhood called like Canoga Park, Alabama, and like this fool who wrote it was like another gang member, and he wrote on there and he was like, fuck CPA. That's what that said. But he wrote it in big block letters in red. And we didn't have curtains for our spring doors that we had there. And we'd always keep them open. And at the party, it's very much open. And so there's always essays, like we're walking along the street and seeing it. And then like, a couple days go by, and the windows didn't have any blinds, so you could see in. So when you look into our house from the street, like I'm talking like as far as 30 to 40 feet away, you could see in big bold letters, it says fuck CPA. And it was like, okay, yeah, should probably try to get some blinds, number one. Number two, maybe you should just try to get that part out.
You're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't.
And it was super bad, and but it had been too long. And one day I remember I was sitting there. There's this girl that I was dating at the time, and dude, from each direction of my house, they started slinging like pennies. Like how you like sit there with the penny, and they were like hitting my windows, and then they like came over and were like trying to get into our house. Like they fucking were like trying to get in the door. Like, what, fuck CPA? What? I was like, bro, it wasn't me. I was like, it wasn't me. I was like, no, what the fuck?
I don't even know what that is.
I was like, no, I couldn't hide it, or anything. But like, and there was this girl there, and I was just like, fuck, I didn't want to look like a pussy. So I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I'll get rid of it. Like, you got 2 days. Okay.
Then they gave you time limit.
They gave a time limit, and I just like covered it up. I got blinds, and everything was fine after that. And then I just wheeled it out. When I moved out a couple years later, I just wheeled it out, left it on the
with a moving blanket over top.
Dude, I left it on the curb. Dude, that shit. I left that on that fridge, like a dresser, a bed, and a couple other like big IKEA items right on the curb. That shit was gone in 15 minutes. Bunch of dudes in like a big ass truck, like 2 trucks of Mexicans just pulled up, boom, threw it in the back, took off.
People love free shit.
Dude, it's that hood especially. It was like a pretty Mexican dominated neighborhood. And like it was great. It was like, oh fuck yeah. Cause my roommate was Korean, and he's like, yo, your people, cause like a Mexican. He was like, yo, your people over here just taking all my shit. And I was like, bro, that's the quickest way to get rid of something. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. No dump.
No dump. You put it out there, it looks good.
Gone.
It's fucking gone.
Yep.
15 minutes.
I feel like that's I've gone successfully in my lifetime from like getting apartments and fully furnishing my house from alleyways, couch, dresser, everything. When we got our first apartment, me and Giles here in Oceanside, everything from the alleyways.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, fully furnished.
You can find it
in
all
like
out
2
there.
days.
Dude,
We were just took the car and we're just like, let's go up and down the alleyways. Found everything we needed: coffee table, couch,
Dude, OB.
nightstand,
another one down in Ocean Beach.
entertainment centers. Everything.
Was it only you and Giles in that apartment?
Oh no.
Like 10 other people.
There was a lot of people in that apartment, in a 1-bedroom apartment. We got kicked out in 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Did you take all the furniture?
Absolutely not. We just walked out. We didn't pay for anything.
You walked out?
We walked in with duffel bags, furnished the whole place with fucking alleyway shit, got an eviction notice because we were just young and dumb and like just got down here. Like all of like me and Giles are still like from like separate places. Like, let's just move here. Fuck it. Let's go. Get in there, and then we got the eviction notice, took the same duffel bag we walked in with, and walked out.
On to the new spot.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I have transferred from fully furnishing my house from back alley, just come-ups, to utilizing back alley come-ups to get rid of my own stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes. Like Doug will just be like, we need to get rid of like the couch. I got a new couch. We're like, throw it in the alley. Like, we're chilling. What do you mean we need to get rid of the couch? You just put it in the front yard. It's gone.
Gone.
Yeah. Dude, literally, the only time I think in my entire life living in San Diego or Southern California, I guess now. I've been here since I was 19. So a better part of over a decade. The longest I've ever seen something do. We put like a glass, like kitchen table, outside in the alleyway in OB. Shit was there for 4 days, and then finally one day I was getting a little worried. I was like, oh fuck, it's like nobody's taking it.
Like, is this not good enough?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, is this like, are we about to have to take this to the dumps? I'm like, I'd be like reassessing shit, and then all of a sudden I come home one day and it was gone. Everything, the chairs, the glass, the big ass piece of glass. I was just like, the alley provides.
Like, wait, am I going to have to dispose of this like a citizen?
Yeah, I was getting worried, bro. I
don't
was
even know how to do that.
Dude,
what do you do with
Yeah, where do I go?
Dude, have you ever been to the dumps? It's so fun.
I love the dumps.
It's so fun.
You catch me in there, like, why y'all throwing this away?
I have done that so many times. Almost every time I've gone to the dump, like, yo, whoa, what? There's a hot tub. Yeah. It's great. What?
Dude,
your trailer is heavier when you go out.
Right.
You know how they weigh you in and out?
Like,
what happens if it's heavier? Do they give you money?
They're like, yo, get it out of here. Get it out of here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Here's your quarter. Dude, I went with my cousin over during COVID. Like, went up in the Bay Area, and my cousin was with me. He's he's visiting from Oregon. And my dad's like, yo, let's go to the dumps. And we had all this glass and like chairs. Yeah. I was like, what do we? Do we just get to throw it in? He's like, oh, you'll see. They made a new indoor dump in Fremont. Did you know about that?
Perfect.
Yeah, Anna stays up to date.
I'm just saying.
In Fremont.
She knows about the Bay. Technically it's in
Not
Newark.
when there's a new
It's
dump.
technically in Newark. I'm just saying. Either way, when we went
you know
there.
about that new dump?
Wait, is it
by
by the new
over there off
Walmart?
Grand Street.
No, it's over by
The
Pacific
recycling
Commons.
part.
It's over by like
We're
toward
at my
the-
grandma's house
the
to make
auto
it.
mall.
Yeah, you
It's
know
like
about that
auto
new
mall. Either way, we go over there, and like my cousin, dude, he's got to be like, I think he's 20, like young buck, 19 maybe, and he like, I just like throw this glass and it doesn't break, and I was like, fuck, and I was like looking at him, and I had this chair, and I was like, I looked at him, I was like, yo, you think we can break it? And he's like, yeah, fuck it, throw it. I just, son, throw it as hard as I can, and then just shattered the glass, and he's like, dude, and we just started breaking more shit. It was so fucking fun. I love
At the new dump.
At the new dump.
Oh.
Out there, you didn't hear about it, Anna?
It's over by Auto Mall.
Right
you
by
know.
Kennedy?
Y'all know
Newark-
about that new dump?
That's in Fremont. Stop playing. Stop playing. Come on now. Newark's way more trash.
Y'all know
By
about that new
Auto
dump?
Mall, where they built the Walmart.
Is there? I don't know. There's a Walmart there. I haven't been there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Either way.
Walmart dump, you know.
Same thing.
The
I love
Yeah.
how Anna only talks as soon as you start talking
Okay.
about some Bay Area shit.
That's the only time
you
she talked the
told me
other
to pipe
day.
in.
No, it was like she piped in. It was like, it's us.
Yeah, that was.
It's actually on the corner.
It's us.
Okay, so Bob, just to kind of get back to it, like we digressed quite a bit, but no. So the one thing I also wanted to ask you about was what is Volume 4 specifically? Because I've been watching. You know, Shea asked me before the podcast, like, did you do your homework on Bob? I was like, yeah. Like, what do you mean? But I did in terms of skating. I watched like the Volume 4 stuff. You were talking about New York the other day in the shop, and I saw that newest video. You do like the ollie up and then like the gap out 5-0 or whatever on the thing in Times Square. But what exactly is Volume 4? Because I'm a little removed now from skating. Like I definitely still skate, but I don't keep up on a bunch of stuff.
Volume 4 is a group of homies that love to skate. It's a brand that Nuge, you know Nuge?
Yep.
Started. And, I mean, he just loves Black Sabbath. I think everyone does.
Yes.
And he created Volume 4. I think it was just a way to be able to get more homies in the van and be able to get out, you know, and put stuff that you like on a T-shirt, you know. But truthfully, I think that's what it was about. Like he just wanted to be able to get the homies out. And so
sick.
And who doesn't want to rock Volume 4 gear?
It's a win-win. Like, you get to support like one of the sickest skate teams with the sickest riders, and you're just rocking like the best Black Sabbath album.
Is that not a good answer?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a great answer.
I feel like because I really didn't know how to answer that.
You
one.
could put that in testimonial, and Nuge will throw it in a fucking ad.
That's perfect, bro. You answered it totally right.
I think that's why Nuge did that.
As Anna would say, get in the van.
Get the fucking
you
van.
You just want to go out on the road. And
yep. I think that's what it's about right there.
How old is Volume 4?
See, Anna?
I didn't do my homework.
Keep talking.
Are we talking about album or?
No, I know album, but okay.
The brand? Mm-hmm. I didn't even know how old Bumbag was.
Yeah.
Around the same time?
No, it was before Bumbag because.
Yeah, because we were just talking about it
on the trip.
I would say 2014, 2015.
Oh wow.
Is that?
Wait, what year was
question?
the video that you?
Well, those are just like, that was the thing is they only have like, tour videos and all of those videos. Did Laney edit those?
Dave Wang.
Oh yeah, Dave Wang.
Dave Wang.
Big respect.
Water.
Yeah. But they would, it's basically just like tour videos because that's what the whole thing is. Like live heavy, travel light, fucking get, shit done. I feel like.
So fun.
Pour Tito's on your cuts.
Yeah. And go back for hot wings.
Where again?
Australia.
No, that was in Australia, right? You're right.
Or
but that wasn't
Australia.
That wasn't a volume
yeah.
4. That wasn't a volume 4 trip
No.
though. That was crazy.
This is a perfect moment of silence for Kano to edit in the fact that he's not pissing and then he's just gonna come back.
Kano.
Right.
Nah, it's us. Rob Machado.
It is.
Happy feet.
I'd rather be listening to. Damn, you're not even wearing your hat, Shea. Your favorite hat, Shea.
It's not even my favorite.
That's what you
What
said.
hat?
It is my favorite hat.
What hat?
My Steely Dan hat.
Oh. Not the hat that you Sharpied.
No, that's not my favorite. I'll never wear that again. I ruined it. I already
Did
threw
you
it away.
sweat and it bled?
No, I just threw it away.
Oh.
The other one kind of bled too.
The Steely Dan one? I know, big time.
It'll be all right.
There's going to be a good moment in that where you can just cut it out.
Is it just
please.
Silent?
It was silent? Was it really?
No,
I was gonna be like, oh, stop it. No, I'm sure it was fine.
I don't know.
Why?
Listen to it, you'll see.
Okay. Well, one other thing I definitely wanted to make sure I asked you before I actually forgot, because I remembered when I was in the bathroom.
Whoa.
It wasn't like that, though.
No, I was kidding.
Another kiss.
One thing, I mean, it's like, dude, Bob, for people who, like, obviously pretty much everybody who doesn't come into Steel Mill is not going to know about this, but every day you come into Steel Mill, a couple times a day, get a Americano, same thing every day. And you go about your day, and then, dude, I'll watch your stories sometimes, and like you're skating, you're fucking doing the damn thing, and you're being you. You're just crushing it. But somebody who's had so many life experiences, you pretty much have a crazy story. You've lived a very eventful life, but you also have this like very successful company, and you're doing these amazing things. Like, what motivates you to do these things day in and day out?
I would say everybody, my family, my friends, the city that I live in, the sun when it comes up, that definitely motivates me to wake up and go out.
Dope.
But just being able to have fun, that's definitely a big motivation for me. That's like literally all I care about.
Just having fun.
Is just having fun with my friends. So if I could do that, that literally makes my day, and then that's all I care about.
So is that when you're trying to design a bag or like do these other things, you're just like, are you bummed that you're not having fun with your friends, or because there's so many, like, there's other owners and stuff involved with the company, you're like, yo, I'm with my friends right now.
Yeah,
we're just doing dope shit.
I was about to say, you'd be surprised because like that whole time I'm doing it, I'm just with my homies. And so it's like, I literally can't complain about that because who would I rather be doing something with other than my friends, you know?
Sick.
So it's that literally is like the best thing I could ask for.
Dude, fuck yeah. So it's all about the homies, just like skateboarding,
yep.
Regardless of what you take. This is something that I find very similar to, I mean, and Anna's actually brought it up a couple times as well. It's like, there's skateboarders and then there's like skaters who are like good. And then there's skateboarders who are like upper echelon and they also succeed in other like aspects of life, whether it's like Shea doing steel mill, you know, you yourself doing Bumbag, you got, you know, you pick a lot of the name and there's like everybody, there's people who just elevate. There's dudes who pile out and then there's dudes who elevate. Do you think that because of skateboarding, you were able to embark on these other things in life that have made you successful?
Literally everything that I have done has because of skateboarding.
Damn.
I feel like, and I don't know if Shea, like other skateboarders feel like that, but
the reason I'm sitting here right now today is because of skateboarding.
And I would feel the same way if it wasn't for skateboarding. I wouldn't be here. Because also skateboarding was like the outlet that made it so I didn't drink alcohol. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Do you, like, have you been skating more since you've been sober?
Completely.
Like a lot?
Way more.
Yeah.
When I used to
I feel like that's when you hit your stride.
When I was drinking, I used to be like the dude that went to the skate park and I'd like chill with like, I used to think this was dope. I would go, I see the old guys. They're drinking their 6-pack. I brought my 12-pack. We're talking about catching scratches. Like, yeah, we're going to scratch that quarter pipe over there. Hell yeah. And I'd do a few scratches and get wasted and then go home. That was it.
And now you're out there all day.
And then now, yeah, like when I stopped skating, that was like when I kind of realized when I wanted to air because I was like, wait, everyone can do this. Why can't I? But it was because I was intoxicated. Mm-hmm. So I learned how to air.
Well, do you feel like by going sober that it made you, it almost accentuated another version of yourself that was kind of being suppressed?
For sure.
You know,
For
like
sure.
you're a very creative person. So now that you don't have this, I guess, wall of alcohol blocking you, you're able to like express yourself more fully when you skate. Do you feel that way? Like,
wait, it's because I don't drink anymore?
Yeah, because you don't drink?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It definitely helped me out. Definitely. If I was still drinking, I wouldn't be able to do half the things that I've done.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
Probably more than half. Like, I don't know. Because, like I was telling you, I would drink the moment I woke up. Mm-hmm. And then... You know,
was that like an everyday thing?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Because, like, at that time period, partying was... at an all-time high for our friend group, I think. And my house was like, what do you used to call those?
A hub?
A hub for partying. Huge hub.
Okay.
For partying.
So if people wanted to like get fucked up or just have a good time, that's a better way to put it. Have a good time.
Walk in.
Walk in.
Don't
Bob's
even ask.
Hub.
Damn.
Just walk in.
How did you make money during that time? Was that Bumbag already? Like, were you just able to suffice
No,
that
I was
lifestyle?
working. I had a job at that time. I would just do random stuff. Like, I still do random stuff, you know, like, work a warehouse job here and there, or I would do, like...
Wash our windows.
Just do random stuff. I can't even think what else, but, yeah, I just do random shit, truthfully.
Damn. Dude, you seem so, like, laxed. Like, just did this, just did that, a little bit of this, still do this, and you're just crushing.
I'm trying. That's all we can do, really.
Dude, well, I mean...
But respect, thank you.
No, 100%, bro. Yeah, you're most welcome. Most welcome. But do you feel like maybe... I don't want to say it's blind faith, but do you say you have, like, a faith and a desire to keep elevating and keep learning and keep doing? Because you don't seem like you're motivated because, like, oh, you need to beat out the next person. It seems like you're motivated, just like, you want to be motivated by happiness. And it seems like from what you're describing, you want to do things as long as you're with your friends and stuff like that. But you also, it seems like when you talk, you're just like, it just seems like you speak with like faith almost.
And were you asking like, do I want more?
No, I'm asking. It's like,
what were you saying?
No, I'm just like, I'm just observing. I'm just observing about you, like
he's just impressed.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's exactly right. That's what I mean. Is like when I like I see your persona and like the way you hold yourself, bro. It's just like so laxed, and you're just like, yeah. It seems like. My question is, do you have like just a certain belief in faith? Meaning not like religious. Like you're just like. Faith that it's all gonna work out and it's gonna work out the way it's gonna be, and like because I'm with the homies and I'm doing my thing, like it's all good. Like it's gonna work out the way it's gonna work out, and it seems like it's gonna be beneficial for you.
Maybe. I think, truthfully, and I don't know if this sounds weird or whatever, but like I don't even think about that.
Damn.
I think that's what makes Bob. Like he's never worried about like who's doing what, or like what, I don't know, like the trendiest thing is. Like, he's just like worried about
as long
being
as
happy.
Like it's what it is, and I'm hyped with that,
That's what I mean. Like
I
you
can't
just
complain about that, because I don't know, why would we? It's a great path. We've gone so far to be able to make it to this.
Yep.
Know so many great people still are able to walk. Still can breathe, sun comes out. I don't know. Why complain, Or like why be, I don't know, bummed, or I just try not to be, because there is things, don't get me wrong, there are things, but I leave that at the door, because there's no reason to bring that out to anybody else. That's how I feel. So.
Dude, no, that like why, okay, I love that. I fucking love that. Like, who did you just come to that kind of mentality on your own, or did somebody that you see kind of, you kind of, I don't want to say replicated, but like you kind of like, you're like, damn, I really like that person in my life acted like this, and like it influenced me.
I would say my dad probably the most.
Your pops?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he does a lot of my influencing. I would like to be a lot like that guy for sure. So, and then like skateboarding obviously makes you an individual. You don't have like somebody like coaching and telling you and doing this, and it makes you want to just do what you want to do.
Do things for yourself.
Yep. So that kind of shaped that whole thing, And then
you do realize you just said some like real Confucius like shit that would be like quoted.
Dude, it's just dope. No, let him go. Let him keep going. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
No, you're
exactly.
just no. You're like it's almost like you're describing like you're compartmentalizing, but you're just describing who you are in segments.
But that's what it is. That's how I am.
That's
I don't know.
tight.
It's just what it is. I don't know.
I fucking dig it.
I just wake up. That's literally what
Dude,
I do.
you literally said you're like, I wake up and the sun is up. Like, fuck yeah, Bob. Like, it's not that bad. You got up today. You're able to breathe. Sun is shining. Fuck it. Like, yo, that's just popping. The one thing else I wanted to ask too, before we get out of here is, okay, your name is Troy. Mm-hmm. Where did Bobby Long come from?
Bobby Long came from, so like in reggae music, they're constantly talking. Come on, Shea.
I just know.
Shea is already dying. Shea is already dying. Everybody cannot see him right now.
Yeah.
So they're always talking about what I thought this person, Bobby Long. I'm like, man, who the fuck's this Bobby Long guy? This guy sounds dope. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, Bobby Long? And I'm like, yeah, he said it 90 million times. And like, he's saying Babylon. Homie, what the fuck? And there we go. I'm Bobby Long.
For the rest of your life.
That's me. I'm Bobby Long.
So you embraced it? They were just like, yo, your nickname is fucking Bobby Long.
If you don't embrace the nickname, you're fucked. So
but dude, people don't even say Bobby Long. It's like, yo, Bob. Yo, that's Bob over there.
It's been too long now. You know, they're like, we got to do something else.
Dude.
We got to change this thing up.
I don't, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, I honestly didn't think, I would have never guessed you a Troy. But they were like, you know that's not his real name. I was like, what do you mean it's not his real name? I remember seeing it, like, okay,
Bobby Long Rhodes.
I thought that's what it was. I was like, damn.
That is the funny thing is everybody knows he's Rhodes' brother, but no one ever realizes, like, everybody calls him Bobby Long, like, Bobby
there
Long
has
Rhodes?
been some
Come
people
on.
like where they'd be like, "Are you related to Spanky?" And I'm like, "No." Like, you're tripping. No.
Dude, I could be like, totally correct me if I'm wrong, but did you have a Baker ad? Like, and it was like like you were doing like a 180 like switch crook or something like that, or just like maybe it was a switch crook.
No.
I swear, I remember seeing, maybe it was a Bumbag ad or something, because I remember like, dude, you have a pretty undeniable like figure.
Are you thinking of like Rowan's cover with the O-Side mag, or on O-Side cover? O-Side Hubba?
No,
and
I
Bob's
swear
definitely
like
in the background of that.
I feel like, have you
the
ever?
barley ground?
No, I feel like I saw like an ad of you or something for Baker, but I'm probably obviously wrong. That's
no, that's Kevin Long.
Shut the fuck up.
I had like a photo one time with a Baker board, but I've never had a Baker ad.
Maybe that's what it was.
It's probably just a photo in a mag. With
it's just a photo in a mag,
board.
but I saw your name.
Oh no, it was a front crook. That's what you're thinking of.
Yes. And it said Bobby Long.
That's the Volume 4 trip.
There you go.
Oh, is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
See,
He's just on a Baker board.
Come on now, Seth. I remember seeing that shit. Come on now.
But yeah.
I might be far removed, but I still remember little things.
It was a front crook.
Okay.
You're not far removed. Kano was claiming he couldn't skate transit.
Dude, because I don't skate ledges no more. I used to skate ledges when I was. I mean, I could skate, but I'm not like good like you guys. Like you guys are fucking good.
I'm not good either.
You want to talk about? Oh my God.
Dude,
me and Shea are not.
All you guys are so good.
Shea's pretty good. I've seen Shea. Dude.
Why would you single me out Bob's way?
No, I'm just saying, like, because he just said Shea's not that good, and I was like,
we all aren't good.
Hey, you know, Bobby, I know you're good. I saw you on Blake's
in a perfect, like a perfect way of like, I guess like wrapping everything up is at the end of the day, being around Bob, skating around Bob, is like something that everybody should be jealous of because it kind of comes with an experience. And single-handedly, I was at a point where I definitely like was not over skateboarding. I'll always be a skateboarder, but I was actually over the last 2 years, just with everything going on, I was like definitely unmotivated to skateboard. And I fully lost sight of like what fun skateboarding was. And this man right here, like just going down and skating these fucking ledges in Oceanside together every day, like fully re-sparked my love and reminded me of like what skateboarding is all about. So, like just this guy, 100%. He saved me like from like almost like abandoning skateboarding because I was just going out and like trying to film clips and like be gnarly and like you just get hurt and like I'm not skating all week working in the shop and then go to a fucking handrail and get a clip, like never works out. Yeah. And then I fully just like took a lot of time off and then just kind of got like re-sparked because we were just going down like, dude, like you fucking ollie up a curb, he's gonna fucking scream in your face, fuck yeah, like if he sees you struggling, you know, or like whatever. That's just that, and that's what like I fully lost sight of what skateboarding was, and this guy right here saved the whole face. And over the last 2 months, I've been a better person because of it, because I've like fully just like, goddamn, like, fuck yeah. Then that's like this man. That's this man in a complete entirety. He's just stoked all the time.
Love you.
Yeah,
dude. The other day, excuse me.
And I'm out.
Dude, nah. Dude, the other day I like went on my Instagram or something, like, you know, first thing in the morning, whatever. It says, you get that notification. It was like Bobby Long has started a live video, and you started a live video, and it was just you cruising down Mission, just filming your feet on your board, skating down. And then it like I was watching it, and then it ended, and you just stopped it, and I was like, I fucking know he's going to Steel Mill right now because that was one of the days I wasn't here, and I was just like, God damn, son. Like, I seen it, and it got me fucking stoked. I shit you not. I was just like, dude, I don't get to skate a lot anymore because, you know, life takes over and like, you know, I know, you know, like you're a busy man. But like, I don't know, man. When I see you come through and you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to go skate today. You're just like, yeah, Americano, just do your thing. Ice Americano. Like, all right, cool. And then you go do your thing, bro. And then like, I'll see like you on Blake's Instagram or something doing like front nose across the whole thing at Transit and with like a shove out or something, but like super steezy. Like, I was like, God damn. I even sent Blake a thing. I was like, fuck yeah, Bob. He's like, dude, Bob's the fucking best. And I was just like, dude.
Respect.
Fuck yeah.
Respect.
Dude, Blake is my homie from back in the day, too. We used to be on, like, Habitat and Alien Workshop Flow together.
That's so rad.
Dude, so when he came in and I seen him, I was like, oh. It's like, oh.
He's actually a part owner on Bumbag.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
That's, like, one of the dudes that has helped us. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be where we're at. He's done so much.
Dude, Blake is fucking G. He's always been G. And he's really good
at what he does.
Yep.
Blake Spencer.
Yep. Dude, and fucking Big Spin Heels.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does.
Front side Big Spin
Great skateboarder. He's a great skateboarder as well. He really is. Dude,
my G, we've done an hour and a half. I usually keep it at an hour and a half generally. But, Bob, I know I'll see you tomorrow because I'll be here at the shop.
Yes, you will.
But, dude, I just want to say thank you so much, dude. I really enjoyed doing this podcast, and I really liked having, like, Shea and Anna on. Just
Bob,
thank you.
you're awesome.
I love you guys.
Fuck yeah, G.
Thanks for having me.
Woo.
Thanks, Shea.
Woo.
Shay's ready for a cig.
Oh, yeah, it's been in my fingers. You can see Bob's influence on me. I didn't get blacked out on this episode.
Dude, no, you kept it mellow.
Because he keeps me sober. He really does.
Yes. Good job, Bob.
Perfect.
All right. Guys, I will see y'all next week.
Over
Peace.
And out.
Yes. Thank you so much, Bob. I really appreciate you coming through and sharing your story with us, brother. And I also want to say thank you to Shea and Anna for being on the show again this week. I love having them on. And guys, I also want to say thank you to all of you guys who continue to support Caffeine and Green from all around the world every single week. Without y'all, none of this would be possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, guys, head on over to www.caffeineandgreenroasting.com today, and you can get any of the Issa Blend, the Morning Sesh, or that Victory Lap. And guys, don't forget, Saturday, May 22nd, our next pop-up, this coming Saturday, in collaboration with Spro and Dough in Lucadia Barbershop. I'll see you guys there this Saturday. And guys, please wear your mask, take care of each other, and I will see y'all next week. Peace!